We're in Carol C's page. Let's see what's going on with Lupillo Rivera, Jenicka, and her cousins. A ver qué pedation.
Rivera's daughter, Baby Rivera, and Abigail came out and spoke in regards to the comments that Jenicka Lopez made about their dad. Jenicka Lopez, as you guys know, she's the daughter of Jenny Rivera. She made a comment in her podcast a couple months ago saying that when she found out that her mom was in the plane crash, that she prayed that it could be another family member. She prayed that her Tío Lupe would have been the one in that plane. And recently on her stream,
what the fuck?
All right, Jenicka. Damn.
with Johnny, she once again made this comment. This time she only said family, but we already knew because of that episode in the podcast. Lupillo Rivera's daughters came out and said that that is not okay to wish this upon anybody, specifically their dad, being that it's their family. And also,
listen, I get it. From coming from Jenicka, I get it. You know, sometimes you're in a situation where you go like, "Fuck, I wish it was someone else." But you don't. You just say someone else. You don't think about a fucking specific person. You know what I mean? And in this case, Jenicka literally name dropped Lupillo. I wish it was my Tío Lupe or whatever she said. That is crazy. That's insane. But once again, guys. Oh wait, no. This just happened recently, huh? This happened recently. Never mind. She's old enough to know. She's old enough to know. You don't know. Yeah, you just say, "I wish it was someone else," but just saying it to say it because you know. But that is crazy.
also, why would she wish this pain on them as family as well? Which I totally.
Hold on. Sorry, I keep pausing. It's even more crazier that she said Lupillo's name when he's the only uncle in their corner, dude. Yeah, this girl said it. Mind you, Lupillo was the only uncle in their corner. Exactly. He's the only one on their side, I feel like. And to name drop him is crazy.
Agree, because we all know this was an accident, but it's so sad that the first thing that you're thinking about is wishing this upon another family member instead of just praying in that moment that your mom is okay. Now, she said that she was 15 and she didn't understand what she was saying. She was just venting about the situation, which is okay.
Okay, so that's what I was gonna go to. She was probably young, and I get it if you're young, right? But yeah, I need to see the clip. I need to see how long ago was this, and the most recent clip. She just said, what was it on the podcast? Yeah, I'm assuming podcast.
But now she's no longer 15 and she made the comment again. What do you guys think about this? And drop it in the comments.
Drop it. All right, let me search this up. See what pops up. Jenicka. Because that's crazy.
Jenicka Lopez answers back at her cousins Abigail and Baby Rivera over podcast drama. Jenicka answers back at her cousins Abigail and Baby Rivera after they called her out for saying that back in 2012, when she was just 15 years old and found out that her mother, Jenny Rivera, passed away, she wished that it was another family member and not her. Jenicka decided to respond directly under Abigail's post, and she wrote to her cousin saying that she could message her privately if they really wanted to continue the conversation, and explained that those words came out of a 15-year-old girl in shock on the very day that her mother died. She admitted that it was wrong to wish that, but asked her cousins to put themselves in her shoes. She added that if she brings it up today, it's only to show growth and healing, and she apologized for hurting anyone's feelings or causing damage. Abigail then replied back to Jenicka saying she understood now, but asked her cousin to leave that part out for future stories. She explained that flying is the only way her dad travels for work, and because of what happened to Jenny, she carries that fear forever. She ended her comment hoping Jenicka could also understand her side. As you all know, this all started when Abigail posted a video calling out Jenicka for her recent podcast episode, where Jenicka shared that painful memory. And
bro, where's that video? Where's that call out video? Does anyone have that video, or what's her page?
Admitting that when her mom, Jenny Rivera, died in 2012, she wished that it had been another family member instead. Abigail and her sister, Baby, took that as a personal attack, and together they called out Jenicka publicly. Although Jenicka did not name which family member on her latest episode, 2 years ago she did repeat the same story and mention her Tío Lupillo's name.
Listen, I get it. If you recently on the podcast, if you don't mention a family member, but that erases everything. That erases, bro, because literally 2 years ago you name dropped Lupillo. So now when you bring it up again, everyone knows you're talking about Lupillo, dude. If you never said 2 years ago, if you never said any name and you just said I wish it was a family member, fine, whatever. No one, it wouldn't be this much drama. But no, it's the fact that you said his name 2 years ago. That's why people don't believe you now. But I gotta watch what they said, bro.
Podcast, which we also posted in our page. Lupillo's daughters say that the first time they brushed it off, but mentioning it twice is where they draw the line. And with Lupillo's book recently coming out, I did get a lot of messages from y'all and comments saying that maybe Lupillo's daughters are making a big deal out of this because his book just came out. I don't know, but they did feel some type of way.
Look, I don't think Lupillo needs all that right now, dude. He could sell his book, bro.
And they had to publicly let Jenicka know that they did not like her telling that story. What do you...
Thank you, Spill Reality. Let's see if you have the video of them speaking. This one?
Lupillo Rivera's daughters come to his defense after one of Jenicka Lopez's comment on her podcast ignites family drama. Jenicka shared a very raw memory about the day that she found out her mom, Jenny Rivera, passed away in the tragic 2012 plane crash. She admitted that when she first heard the news, as a 15-year-old in shock, she prayed that they had the wrong Rivera, and that maybe it was her uncle Lupillo Rivera instead of her mom. Now Lupillo's daughters, Baby Rivera and Abigail, took offense.
That's still insane to say that, bro. Where's that clip?
To that, they went live and posted videos upset at Jenicka for saying she wished that it was their dad who died instead of Jenny. They called her out publicly, saying that she should have kept it private.
Podemos estar mal, y ella estuvo mal, y ella está mal. Jenicka López está mal con su comentario de decidir específicamente desear que fue mi padre que se muriera ese día. Lo puede decir en general, pero no escoger específicamente a una persona.
Dude, that's what I said. She's saying what I said.
Es que me dijeron esta cosa, ok, yo entiendo, fuiste una niña, ya lo superaste, entonces habla como una persona que ya lo superó, por favor. Habla como una persona que ya no carga eso en su corazón, por favor.
Exactly.
Baby Rivera says that she would have appreciated if Jenicka would have came to her privately and talked to her about this, instead of going out to social media, mention it not once, but twice.
Instead of going live and commenting, tell her privately. Jennifer, I'm not discrediting about her losing her parent. I didn't. I'm not. This has nothing to do with that. And instead of going live and commenting, she decided to go on and talk about this subject on social media. She didn't come to me privately, so I don't have to go to her privately either. I'm not going to treat people how I want to be treated. Also, there's a limit. There's a limit there. You said something very hurtful. I don't have to bow down to her. I don't have to go out of my way and bend my back for nobody.
Lupillo's daughter Abigail also explained that when she first heard the comment on Jenicka's podcast years ago, she stayed quiet, but hearing it again recently shocked her and felt cold and hardcore, as if that pain was being wished upon her family. While Abigail admitted that she was never experienced the loss of a parent and can't imagine Jenicka's grief, she still believes that the same thoughts shouldn't be said out loud because they're both too morbid and hurtful.
That's something that you just don't say. Like, you know, you might have felt it, but I just don't think it was right to say. Because it just spoke more of like how you feel in your heart. And I don't know if you were saying that to have people relate to you, but I don't think that's something that should be relatable.
In our humble opinion, we don't think that Jenicka was wishing that upon her uncle or wishing that upon her cousins. It's more like she was describing the desperate, irrational thought of a 15-year-old girl whose entire world had just fallen apart. This can be called displacement of grief, when your brain is in shock and tries to place tragedy anywhere else but on your loved one. It's not logical, it's emotional. It's also important to understand that Jenicka has said that she knows that it was wrong to think that way, and she doesn't feel that way today. That was the 15-year-old girl mid-shock, not her adult self now.
Yeah, and once again, we understand when she was 15, that's fine. She's a kid. But it's the fact that she keeps bringing it up. 2 years ago, she brought it up. And to some of the comments, to some of the videos I'm watching, they said she said Lupillo. And recently, again, she brought it up again. But this time, she said no names.
In 2025. But at the same time, Lupillo's daughter's feelings are valid too. None of us would ever want to hear something so morbid about our parents, no matter the context. And as Baby mentioned, maybe they're feeling a type of way because they heard about this on social media. They never heard about this in private. Hopefully the cousins don't let this turn into something bigger. The Rivera family has already been through enough dysfunction, and this
Nah,
doesn't.
fuck family sometimes, bro. Like, you gotta speak up, man. A lot of people don't speak up because it's family, bro. Nah. Speak up. If you don't like something, say something, bro. But yeah, I don't. Just says exactly. She keeps bringing up the topic every few years, and they have every right to be upset. Yeah, yeah. Especially if you keep saying, "I wish it was someone else," when they already knew who you wish that was. Um, I just need to find the video where she said it.
You know, she had an Android.
So this was literally 2 years ago, bro. Adult Jenicka.
BlackBerry phone at that time, which was her favorite phone. And then I get a text from a friend from high school at that time. And she's like, "Hey, I'm so sorry. Like, are you okay?" And I'm like, "Hey, well, what's going on? Sorry for what?" She's like, "Oh, you don't know? It's all over the news."
What a shitty ass friend too, bro. I would have just stopped replying. Pinchy friends, dude. Oh my god, bro. Oh wait, you don't know your mom just died? It's all over the fucking news, dude. No, just stop. Just don't reply, bro. Oh, you don't know as well. Exactly.
And then she's like, "Well, they can't find your mom's plane." And I'm like, "Oh no." I was like, "God, please, like, just please." Oh my God, I really hope I don't cry. Oh. And I remember I'm just like, "Please, God, please just don't let it be her plane." And I remember, and I say this with so much respect, like, I was like, "I really hope it's somebody else." Like, and I wished.
How the fuck is that respect? Anyways, hold on.
Really hope it's somebody else. Like, and I wished it on another family member. And at that time, it was a family member that we weren't talking to. And right now, and I don't know. Maybe it may be bad if I say it, or maybe not.
Just say it.
But I did wish at that time that it was my Tío Lupe. Because it was just a really rough time for our family, and like, we didn't talk to him or whatever. And I think as a daughter, I'm just like, "Oh my God, I really hope that it's not like my mom." I text her and I'm like, "Mom, please answer me. Like, please, like, just reply. I need to know that you're okay." And it's not, I say respect. I'm so.
Nah, bro. Listen, once again, she said it again. Ali says she's 26 here. I don't know how facts that is, but she's an adult. Yeah, bro. I don't know. I feel like if something happens like that, you just wish for everyone to be okay, bro. Or just not wish anything on anyone.